Today is May 18th, 2020. The digital date is 5/18/20. Now, for math, for the remainder of our time in school, we are going to be reviewing what we've learned so far in the year. Okay, we're going to be reviewing addition and subtraction strategies. We're going to be reviewing tens and ones. So it's going to be all stuff that we've learned before, but we're just going to be continuing to practice those skills and strategies. Okay, for today and tomorrow, we are going to be reviewing addition and subtraction strategies. Now, throughout the year, I've taught you a variety of different strategies you can use to solve addition and subtraction problems. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to write a few problems on the board, and I would like for you to solve them with me. So at home, if you have your whiteboard, please write the problem that I'm going to write down, and then you can pause the video, try to solve it on your own first, and then continue the video to see how I solved it. Remember, we've learned different strategies, so it's okay if you solve it a different way, as long as you get the same answer, okay? All right, so the first problem is 6 plus 5. Okay, so everyone write that on your boards, and make sure you pause the video to solve it. Okay, the way I'm going to solve it, I'm going to use the strategy doubles minus 1. Remember a long time ago we learned about doubles facts and doubles minus 1 and doubles plus 1? Well, I'm going to use doubles minus 1. And to use that, we always start with the biggest number between these two. Which one's bigger? The 6, right? So we're going to use the doubles fact with the 6. So what would that be? 6 plus 6. Remember, a doubles fact is when you're adding the same number together. So what is 6 plus 6? 12. I'm going to write it just right underneath here. 12. Okay, but we're not done, right? I said doubles minus 1. So now we have to take 1 away because 5 is 1 less than 6. So I'm going to do 12 minus 1. And what does that equal? 11. So what is 6 plus 5? 11. That is our sum to this addition sentence. Now, of course, you could have also used doubles plus 1. And if you were to use that strategy, you would have started with the 5, right? And you would have done 5 plus 5. And then you would have added 1 to get your answer. Okay? All right, I'm going to write another problem on the board. This one is 12 minus 4. Okay, please take your time to solve it. You can pause the video, and then when you're done, continue the video to see how I solve it. All right, 12 minus 4. I think I'm going to use a related fact to help me solve this problem. Okay, a related fact means, right, that they have the same 3 numbers in it. I'm going to use an addition sentence to help me solve this subtraction sentence. Okay, so when we add, we know we need 2 add-ins and we need a sum. Out of these 2 numbers that we have, which one would be the sum? The biggest number, right? Which is 12. That is the whole in this fact family. Okay, it's going to be the 12, so I put that over here because it's the sum. Now, I need my add-ins. Well, out of these 2 numbers, which one is one of the add-ins? 4, right? It's a part. Okay, now I need to find the other part, the other add-in. So then I can think, okay, 4 plus, what do I need to add to get to 12? Well, 4 plus 8. Okay, now if you didn't know that, okay, you could have easily drawn a picture, right? Started with 4 and then drew on until you get to 12, and that would have told you, right, the other add-in is 8. So 4 plus 8 equals 12, then that means, for my subtraction problem, 12 minus 4 equals 8. Because they are related facts, they must have the same three numbers. They both have the same whole, which is 12, and they both have 4s as one of the parts, and they both have an 8 as the other part. If we were to do it as our number bond, right, 12 is the whole by itself, and then its two parts are 4 and 8. And you can use this to write your fact families, right? And we use those facts to help us solve this subtraction problem. Okay, so that is just one way on how to solve that problem. Of course, you could have solved it many different ways. And I will tell you on Wednesday, I'm going to be having you complete a Nearpod lesson that reviews fact families and related facts. So you'll get more practice using that strategy. Okay, we're going to solve one more problem together. 3 plus 10. Okay? Now to solve this, okay, again, I want you to solve it on your own first. But the way I'm going to solve it, I'm going to use the count-on strategy. Remember, you can use the count-on strategy anytime one of the add-ins is either a 3, 2, or 1. And we have a 3 here, so we can use that strategy. When we use this strategy, you always start with the biggest number though. So we're going to start with 10. Okay, so I'm going to put 10 in my head. And if you'd like, you could draw a picture. If you need more of a visual, you can. But I'm going to put 10 in my head, and then I'm going to count on 3 times. Ready? 10, 11, 12, 13. So 3 plus 10 equals 13. Okay? And of course, you could have solved it any other way as long as you got the same answer, the same sum. Okay? Now, I will be having you guys complete an assignment on Google Classroom. Okay? And you're going to be solving problems just like this, and you get to use whatever strategies you want. Okay? If you like using counters, you can use whatever you have at home to be like counters. If you like, using your whiteboards and drawing a picture, you can use doubles plus 1, doubles minus 1, count on, count back strategy, the related facts strategy. So any of those you can use to help you solve these problems. I will show you though, the problems will be written this way instead, okay, up and down. So remember, the sign is going to be on the side. And I have both addition and subtraction. So make sure you look at the sign to know what you're doing. If you see a plus sign, you know you'll be adding. If you see a minus sign, you know you'll be subtracting. So look at the sign first, okay? And then you'll solve the problem, and the line means the equal sign, okay? And then you put the answer underneath it. Now, if it's adding, you're putting the sum, right? And if you're subtracting, you are putting the difference. 10 minus 3 equals 7. And there will be a box right underneath the line for you to type your answer. Okay? All right, if you have any questions about that assignment on Google Classroom, or any questions about any of the addition and subtraction strategies, please let me know, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!